So welcome back to the Jones, Kentucky Homestead. Today we are going to thin out our rabbit herd a little bit, get some rabbits put in the freezer for the winter. So sit tight and we will show you how we do our rabbit butchering. Okay, we're not going to show you the killing of the rabbit, the dispatching method. It's kind of like the chicken method, but not, we hit them in the head first, kind of stuns them. So what you need though, when you start doing this, I've got this little gambrel that hangs up. It's easy to move around. I put it in the barn, I'll put it over by the house to do other animals. But we knock them in the head, hang them up, bleed them out. They're done. I've got a good sharp knife. I've got a bucket of clean water and just a bowl to put the meat in. So once we get them done like this, we'll see if I can show you this. There's really no color variation on their fur as far as showing you a line to cut, but I go right up the bottom of the leg. Just cut a little slit in the skin, and go up to the ankle. I said get a good sharp knife. This one ain't that sharp, I don't reckon. So anyway, we do this on both of them. These rabbits, we're not worried about the fur or anything like that. We're not going to keep that for anything. The important thing is to keep your knife wet. You can see here, you get all this fur on your knife. If you keep it wet, it wipes right off, and then it's clean. So, and you can see my help here with me today. The neighbor's back here behind the camera. But keep your hands wet. Keep your hands wet. Keep your knife wet, and it'll keep hair off the meat. So once you get the hole cut, you're just going to go around and use your thumbs, work the hide off of the meat. But these rabbits are there are two of these rabbits are from our rabbit tractor out in the yard. You all stay outside. Don't go inside. So once you've got all the fur from around the back leg, just take a knife and cut the fur off. Keep your hands wet. Go around to this other leg. You're going to do the same thing on the other leg here. And I'm not sure how old these rabbits are. They're probably like five months old or so.
Yeah.
But get that spot opened up, take your knife, cut the fur a little bit. And then once you get the two legs dressed down, I'm going to come in the middle here and do the same thing with my fingers, work them in, pull the hide off of the meat. And then I'll stick the knife through here, and be careful not to stick it into the stomach. But I've got a nice little hole there, so I'm going to stick the knife through, just cut the hide. And then we're just going to grab this hide and pull down. Rabbits, skin extremely easy compared to a lot of other things. So just grab it and pull it down. It goes pretty daggone easy. So when you get down here to the bottom, this hide is going to come down below the leg. You can see there's just a thin membrane there between the leg and the hide. I just stick my finger through it or a knife through it to open that up, and then you can pull it on down to the kind of the ankle, and that's where we'll be making a cut with a knife in a second. Daggone flies are bad.
Where's the bug assault when you need it?
Yeah. So pull that down. Keep your hands wet. And we're going to just make a small little cut down here. To bring that down just a little bit more. And you can, I don't know how well you'll be able to tell, but right here is where the foot joint is, or the ankle joint, where it bends easy. And if you cut there, then you're not going to be hitting the bones and not dull your knife, and it'll be a nicer, cleaner cut. Get a nice clean cut on there. Turn over this way. You might be able to see a little better. But you can see how the skin kind of hangs on there. If you just cut just above that, the hide on the leg, it'll loosen that skin up a good bit, where you can pull it just a little bit more to get to that joint. So nice clean cuts. I cut around the neck. Just cut through all that, all the way down to the spine. And then just then I'm just going to grab it, hold the body still, and hold the head and twist it. And it comes right off. Rinse, keep everything rinsed. We're going to get this tail off. So on the tail, you just hold it tight, and you can kind of cut on both sides in a V, and it opens all that up, and then it'll just pull right out, right off. All right, so we've got everything. I got that much done, so now I'm going to kind of turn him flat on his back a little bit. When you go to gut him, if they're hanging down like this and you stick your knife in here and to open him up, you're probably going to hit the gut, the intestine, something like that. So I lay them flat on their back, and I start right at the base of their breastbone. You can feel it right here where their ribs are, and right here is where it stops. So if you hold him flat, then everything kind of goes back into place. I stick my knife right in below the breastbone and just make a little hole, and then you can have him upside down once you get your hole started. And just work your knife up through here nice and slow. Keep some pressure, some upward pressure, and it helps keep all that from getting on the skin or getting cutting through it. Hey, where's Maddie?
She was over there.
Go over there? Oh, there she is. And then if you go in the middle of the breastbone, the chest cavity, you can cut through those bones. They're pretty easy. Or you can get you a pair of little shears and cut through them. That's fine too. But a knife does it just as well. And you'll see here his bladder is full. That's the bladder. So if you hit that, you're going to have rabbit urine all over your meat. So be careful with that. But once everything is opened up, he's hanging down like this. Everything's going to fall down. I just grab up here at the top and kind of get the intestine and the bladder together. And just easy pull down. And that keeps everything intact. You can see everything just came out of there nice and clean. So hang on to that. You don't want the poop on your meat, just like you don't want the urine on the meat. The kidneys are up here. Make sure you pull them out too. The chickens are carnivores. They're eating what's falling. So anyway, so you just pull down. You get down here close to the bottom. The lungs sit behind this membrane. One. So there's a little membrane in here that holds the lungs back. So just get your knife and just cut a little. It's hard to do this without somebody running the camera, trying to get the right angles. Anyway, you get your knife and cut that membrane. That'll open that up. And then everything just comes right out the bottom, all one nice chunk. I don't keep the liver for any reason or anything, but I guess you could and eat that, or feed it to your dogs, feed the heart, whatever you want to do. So he's cleaned out. I mean, it's not bloody. It's a nice clean rabbit. So I'm gonna take these off one at a time. And we'll take the back feet off pretty much the same way we did the front feet. These are going to be a little more tricky just because there's a big tendon at the back foot. And with that chain on there, it's hard to get the skin out all the way. So that fur off. This would be a spot or a time when a pair of loppers or shears or something would be good, because then you can just cut through the bone and not worry about it. But you can also, I'll show you here in a second, you can also just break the bone. So you cut through that back tendon, the bone, it goes up into here a little bit further, but if you just take that and bend it, it comes off, comes out of that joint. And your back foot's off. The tricky one is going to be the second one, trying to keep it clean, keep it from getting on the ground. Do our best here to do that. So get it off of there, and go ahead and cut that tendon. Again, I'm just gonna wet my hands again to get that hair off. But I just hold it and I bend it, and you hear a pop. So once it's popped, your bone is clear. And then you just pull it right off. And that is your finished rabbit. That's a good size rabbit for 5 months old. This is a California. I guess just California is what they're called. We'll spread his hips here in a second, open him up a little bit more, and then rinse him out and throw him in the bowl. Get to another one. So that's all that there is to it to get a nice big bowl of healthy protein meat for the family. The rabbits are super easy to grow out. Start off with a couple does and a buck. Get you some litters going. You can have them in these pens in the barn in the shade, or you can run them out in the chicken or the rabbit tractor like we do. So thanks for watching the video today. If you don't mind, hit the subscribe button that you see, and also get on our channel. We've got a bunch of other videos on there from all kinds of aspects of homesteading, hunting, fishing. But get on there and pick out your favorite video and share it on your social media page. See if we can get our subscriber count going crazy. So thank you all for watching, and have a great day.